finding fault with that, according to the guidance given in RAC. I can't say the guidance is perfect, and we've seen other guidance vis-a-vis the CDRC is not perfect. And so the guidance may not be perfect, but I think it was followed in my reading of it. And I'm having a hard time finding specific, I'm looking at using one's position for personal gain, not seeing that. Knowingly divulge confidential information for personal gain, not seeing that. Knowingly making false statements about members of the city council or other city employees, not seeing that. Using resources of the city, not seeing that. And all the way down through the 7 specific prohibitions, I haven't seen that. That doesn't necessarily mean that the specific prohibitions are the only thing. And everybody knows who's been around me for 5 seconds knows that I don't think that we necessarily need to stick to the 7 specific prohibitions. I think if there is the spirit of ethics, I think that's okay too. But I'm having a hard time seeing that as well. So I'm troubled with this. I don't think necessarily that there's a reason to just not look at this. I think it's worthy of looking at. I don't see enough right now without these additional pages, and perhaps as Member Glenn said, more time for review. I don't see enough at this moment to move forward with probable cause. I'm having a hard time with that, and I'd like to hear from the other members to help me form that opinion.
Anyone else? One phrase running through my mind through the presentation, that is the marketplace of ideas. And I agree with council that the composition of RAC or the responsibilities of the Greater Development Commission in reconstituting RAC are a matter totally separate from this committee at this time. That's not to say they might not come before us at some future date. Recall that we have the power to give advisory opinions, okay? But they're not here right now. So that leaves me with what's going on here. To my mind, a healthy debate has been going on. We all bring something to the table. That's why community groups have to be representative of the community. Not everyone in the community agrees. People aren't expected to agree. The testimony was that at least 3 subsets of the community were identified as being sources for membership on RAC. This group was asked to supply a member respecting that particular subset of the community, the business community, I believe is what it was. That perspective is one not everyone is going to always agree with, but that does not make it unethical. As far as the calling of names, NIMBYs, things like that, with all due respect, even as an attorney, I have to say that that's not that rough. And speaking also as a person involved in politics, it gets a lot rougher out there. So I don't really see that as rising to a level that would even begin to involve ethical concerns. So for those reasons, but mostly because I think that this does represent the healthy exchange of ideas, I would have to find, from my own perspective, that no probable cause exists to go forward with this.